Good morning, guys. Just thought I'd come on and do a quick morning early um, live. Please like, share, and subscribe to the official topic talk. I'll just wait for one or two people to pop in if people are still up and still awake. So, guys, just thought I'd come on, do a quick live, and give you a quick update. Um, it's getting close to that point. Um, my channel's grown um, at a rate, that I never thought would be possible, which is a good thing. But I've allowed myself like 3 years, um, for me channel to grow. But I'm coming up close to 2K subs. That's in a very close future. So I've decided to put it out there that when I reach 2K subs, um, to celebrate, I'll be doing a giveaway. So that's something to look forward to. Morning, Stevie Boy Billings. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I was just saying that I've noticed over the past couple of months that my channel's been growing steadily, and I never imagined my channel would have been where it is now. Um, so yeah, coming up very soon. I'm gonna do when I reach to the 2K subs. Just to give back to some of the people that have been viewing my content and supporting me over the past 2 months. I thought it would be nice if I do a giveaway when I reach to the 2K subs mark. I mean, I never imagined I would have been where I am now. 2 months ago when I started this channel, I didn't know what direction it would have gone in. But I'm appreciative of everyone that supported me over the past couple of months and helping my channel grow and enjoying the content that I've been putting out. And as we all know, YouTube's gets hectic at times, and I've done my best to avoid all the drama and getting involved with dramas going on. And there was more news earlier, and I mean, I don't really want to get involved, but with all these call outs, coming from a certain individual, and he's tried to entrap, a few really really decent, gentlemen, by enticing them, to go and look at his documentation or etc. At his parents' house. He's given out an open invitation, which, quite frankly, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, it is morning now. Yeah, just about. And your channel will continue to grow because you are a realist. No bullshit like some channels. Cheers, Stevie boy. I mean, I promised myself, and a lot of people on here that, you know, um, my channel is not about drama. It's about showing the world, the content, I'm capable of doing. And, I've had a few good guests on, and that's given me the experience of, um, the other side of YouTube, which is being able to, interview people, and people putting their trust into me, to come on to my panel and let me interview them to, find out about their reformed characters, and, how they went from being on the wrong path, and getting back onto that right path. So, I've enjoyed my path so far, and I'm going to continue. Um, I'll be getting some more, good guests on over the next coming months. It takes some time, sometimes with people, they only come on for the right reasons, and rightfully so. But I can't help, but to just slightly touch on it. It's the opposite side of YouTube, the drama side. I mean, it gets views, it gets people subs, it gets people clicks, but when the drama's finished, drama only has like a shelf life, meaning that, once the drama's run out, then, what's their channel going to be based on? So you might find a few channels going dormant, maybe in 6 months' time, when all the drama's died down. But, to think there's a person out there trying to destroy really, really, really decent people, and I class them as gentlemen. There was two that nearly fell into the trap recently, and I'm glad they never, went to the door. As only it was shown, um, yesterday, that an individual, went to Nucky's door to, see his paperwork, etc., whatever, only to be met with being arrested a couple of hours later. So you can't invite people, for trouble, and then the next minute run to the police. I mean, it's crazy, the crazy world of YouTube, I call that. But I'm just an ordinary bloke like yourself, but we all have a story to tell. Yeah, I mean, I'm just your average person. I've had a colourful, colourful past, and I've made mistakes. Just like everybody else. Um, but to me, it's how you carry yourself, and what you learn from them mistakes. And in my case, um, I learned a very harsh and a hard lesson. And, this is the way that I've brought myself back from, correcting, the problems and mistakes that I've made. YouTube is fucking mental at times. It is, Stevie boy. I agree with you on that one. And it's, whether people choose to get involved or people just want to look in from the outside. And, um, I'm one for looking in from the outside, and, not getting myself directly involved in, these dramas, because I don't want it to affect my channel. It's so easy, for people to make a mistake, and, before you know it, it affects your channel, because people look at it from the point of view that, oh, you're going back down that path, and, we're not interested anymore. I mean, so I think I've done pretty well so far, and, only I can improve, myself, and improve my channel. I've been doing quite a lot of pre-recordings with Ronan, As people might well have gathered now, we co-host, on each other's shows, which is, something which is great, and like that can only be grown upon, but it's not that, it's about helping each other. I couldn't offer and say to people, oh, I'll help boost your channel if you pay me X amount of money. It's not about that. It's about helping each other to grow, and by doing the littlest and simplest things of just dropping um, a person's like channel link into the comment section when people are going live. That's what it's about, helping each other to grow positively. But at the same time, you've got to have a bit of fun and laughter, mixed in. You can't all be serious, and um, I'm about having a crack with people, not argumentative bullshit that happens on certain channels that like coffee. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've got to have a laugh and a joke, that's what builds character, um, for people. But it takes time. Some people say that, I'm not having a laugh and a joke anymore, but, I can have a laugh and a joke with people, but um, at the same time, I want to try and keep as close to, you know, um, not professional, but you know what I mean, along them lines, so that I don't venture off my path, what I put for myself. So, what I've decided is when I reach to 2K subs, I'm gonna do give a little giveaway, just to give back to the people, you know. Um, I think it will help me, and to show my appreciation, um, for everybody that's, listened to my content. But yeah, there's just way too many channels that are built on, drama and argumentative stuff. Um, whereas like myself, and Ronan, I mean, we got caught up in all the bullshit and the drama, and we quickly, escaped, um, and managed to, build better channels, with content out there that, other people ain't really doing. We were being our own people. That's the bums that have a buy me a coffee link like DD and Expo YouTube begging needs to stop. I mean, I've got a buy me a coffee link. I mean, it's not often I put it out there. I only just got it for, later on down the line. I mean, I'm grown, and my channel's got to the level where, I could monetize, my channel, if I wanted to. Um, but I don't really want to go down that path because, for me, it's not about making money from this. It's, about getting certain messages that I have, to get out there to people. And I just feel that, um, if I was to monetize it, then, maybe certain um, people down the line that I want to get on, to interview, might think twice about me if my channel's monetized. So, I've sat long and hard and thought about it, and maybe in a year's time I might monetize it. I don't know, but it's not something I want to really jump on, just for the sake of other people doing it. It's got to be the right time for me and for the channel. I'm still in early days, of this new channel of mine, and I feel a lot better if I'm not monetized. That way, it just shows to people, I'm not in it for the money. Um, you know, Not in it for the clicks or the views or the subs. I mean, it's great to have the subs, don't get me wrong, because that's what helps to build your channel. Um, there's a lot of people out there, that have turned their lives around, from being like, say, ex-gangsters, or, you know, um, involved in the underworld, and for one reason or another, they've turned their lives around. And I mean, that's something I don't know if people have noticed, but with a couple of guests that I've had on, it's me interviewing them on the respects that, how they've reformed their character. I mean, I'll take example like, say, Brian Cogrill, who I've had on recently, a well-known underworld figure, the tax man. When I had him on, I could have, gone in and got to hear about, all the stuff that's already out there, what he got up to, and the things that he was doing, but for me with Brian, it was more, to get the better side of him out, which is the reformed side of him, and, how he went about changing, himself. So I thought I'd try something different, as opposed to finding about his crooked ways like back in the day. Um, onto the positive line of how he managed to turn his life around, and, the reasons why he done it. So, you know, stuff like that, interviews like that, I'm really, really, really into, because everybody's got a story out there, and not a lot of people see the better side, for the reformed characters of them. Viewship means more than money. People need to realise that. It is. I mean, because there's a lot of people, out there. I tell you what. I use Alex AC coming back to life as an example now. See, I'd like people and characters like Alex, um, to come on, and for me to have a chat to, because they've got, such a deep message. And I think the way that I look at it from the point of view with Alex, I mean, he's got a message to put out there, and he's there to help people with his message. And, if there's 5 people listening, that could take just a paragraph of an hour live that AC coming back to life does, and it helps them to change and adapt it into their world, to make them happier, or to change their perspective of life. That's brilliant, because that means that the message, um, that he's sending out there, is actually doing something good to help people. Like myself, that's the reason why I like Alex on, because um, he's very intelligent. He's a gentleman. And every message that he speaks, is wisdom and knowledge. And that's one of the reasons I'm hoping to do a part 2 with Alex, because the message he sends out is so positive and powerful on his own channel. That just from a simple message and talk, actually helps people. You know, and I've got a lot of respect for Alex. It was Brian who inadvertently brought me and Taz Carroll together. Crazy because Brian doesn't know me. Yeah, I mean, see, this is the side of YouTube, that needs to be more of, than fighting. Because, take for example, you could have a disabled person, that can't get out of the house much, due to their disabilities, and something like YouTube's a lifeline for them, because they can communicate with people, and it kind of brings back um, communicating, so they don't feel alone. And some people, it's all they've got, and that's what I think the internet was built for, being able to communicate and bringing people together. You might not necessarily know one another, but if YouTube was used more for that reason, and using it positively to help others, I mean, even if it's just through, a couple of sentences that are spoken, somebody can listen, adapt it into their world, into their life, and it brings a smile to their face. I mean, then, that's a positive side that YouTube, needs to promote a bit more often. I used to respect Alex, but after that video with my nemesis, my opinion of him is tarnished. I don't believe I know. I used to respect Alex, but after that video with my nemesis, not sure. I don't think I've ever seen or heard anything about that. To be fair with you, don't know what happened, or you know. Um, but yeah, I just find him to be a positive guy. Um, I mean, but some people, if they fall out with another person, then then they find that one person's talking to the other person, and you know they they, they kind of fall out with that person because they speak to that person. I mean, YouTube's a crazy place at the moment, and you know there's a lot of dramas going on, and people falling out. And one thing I've noticed, um, people are quick to dig up dirt on people, and get a kick out of seeing others, when they're kicked down. And um, I just wonder sometimes if the way that some people carry their world on YouTube, I really hope that they don't actually carry on their life like that off of YouTube. Um, this is me. I mean, if you met me in person, then how I am now is how I am in reality. As an individual. But a lot of people, I just wonder if you know the dramas they create on YouTube. I wonder if real life for them is drama, in their real world. Alex is a positive guy. Motorsports is his cousin, and he is dragging him down. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen or had any run-ins with like Motorsport or Alex. To be honest with you, I mean, I've only ever seen positivity. I mean, I suppose they could have avoided the Decker thing. I mean, but even I lost me rag one night, and you know, I think I spoke my mind on a live, and maybe I should have kept that to myself. But um, a lot of us seem to have high opinions of some people and low opinions of others. I mean, it's all probably part of the experience. Those that I find negative, I tend to try and stay away from, because I think with me it was once bitten, twice shy. I mean, I won't get a third chance, at this, so um, the only thing I can do is just keep my channel positive, keep the flow going, get some interesting people on and, get them to tell their stories of, how they've managed to reform themselves. Um, and just basically be myself. But yeah, coming soon, guys. I'll repeat it again. I want to do a 2K sub giveaway. Um, as soon as I reach to 2K subs, be it whether it's this year or whether be it next year. Whenever I reach that level. It's not your issue, I agree. It's mine. I mean, it's just a shame that people, fall out, to be honest. I mean, sometimes, it could be something small and, it can be worked on and, um, people get back to, how they used to feel about like individuals, maybe a bit of time and, in all situations, with a lot of people. I mean, sometimes a falling out, could be something that could never be rectified. Sometimes, um, people can forgive and, you know, not forget, sort of thing. Um, it's just a shame when people fall out. I mean, but those that just fall out because of the drama anyway. Apologies go a long way. Yeah, Stevie boy, I agree. I mean, I never thought in a million years that I would be where I am today. Because of the fallings out that I've had with people in the past. Um, and the way that I was. I mean, there's still probably half a handful, that won't ever accept my apology. And sometimes with people, first impressions count, and I didn't really give a very good first impression. Towards the back end of last year. So unfortunately, like for myself, it's something that um, I've got to come to accept. But for the people out there that have accepted my apology, and you know, I've said to them, just give me time. The only way I can prove myself to people, is over time. You know, um, but like I say, that there's still half a handful out there that because of first impressions and the way I carried myself, towards the back end of last year. I mean, they're never going to accept um, the change, that I've produced. But that's something I've got to deal with. You know, um, they might be forgiving. I don't know. All I can but do is carry on and just be positive. Too many people in it for subscribers and money who are going after Decker. I don't know, Venom. I think that could be like a 50-50, to be honest with you, because um, Joe Cole, Coleworts, welcome, sir. Um, got a little present to give you. You owe nothing to anyone. Everyone who gambles and backs the wrong horse. You just need to go forward with the people behind you now. The others will follow when they see what you're doing. I agree, Venom. Um, you know, it's probably like the saying you're probably about to say. Um, I can't please everybody, but for the support, that I have got at the moment, and they're realizing that the content, that I'm putting out there, um, is 10 times better than what I was the back end of last year. And to be honest with you, I'm really happy, when I produce the content now. Um, Critter Catcher, morning. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Cole Warts, are you still there, buddy? I'm never going to venture away now from the decent side of content creating, because I'm happy now. When I produce the content, when I have a guest on, all right, I'm nervous. You know I won't deny it. I am nervous when I'm interviewing like the guests, but that will come like naturally. For me, with the more experience that I get, over time, it won't be so daunting on me. Um, to keep the crowd content. Ask the questions. That need to be asked, to get the best response out of the guest, and um, it's all about a learning curve for me. But yeah, the madness of YouTube. Um, my channel is never going to be based anywhere near that sort of stuff. But I have noticed, there's a lot going on at the moment, on that side of YouTube, and what I say to them is fair play if that's what they want to build their channel around, the drama. I mean, I can only wish them good luck, but I know, and maybe one or two others know, that drama has a shelf life. Is that the link to jump on, Steve? Yeah, yeah. That's the link if anybody wants to jump on for 5 or 10 minutes. I was hoping Cole Waltz was going to pop on for 5 minutes, but the more you ride, the easier the horse gets. Yeah, that's true. Um, at least I'm venturing out, and experiencing these things. It's hard to get guests on, to be fair with you, because some are really reluctant, and then some will only entertain certain people. Which I don't blame them, but to get the really good guests on, you've got to have a channel, that's positive, and promoting, the correct sort of atmosphere, for them to want to come on. They just don't go on willy nilly, to channels. So yes, I'm learning, to communicating with these people, and um, you know, I'm in the background with talks with a couple of people that I really want to get on as guests. Um, it would only be a matter of time, before hopefully they they agree, um, to want to come on to my platform, to tell the world their story, their past, and how they've reformed their characters over the time. And but I mean, all I can say is that like there's good things ahead. Um, I repeat again, I want to do when I reach the 2K subs, I want to do a little giveaway, to everybody that supported me, supported the channel, over my journey, the past couple of months, and into the near future, so that's something to look forward to, you know. I'd put all names into a hat and draw it out, and the winner gets the prize. So I've got that to look forward to. I don't mind if it takes me 6 months or 12 months, to reach to 2K subs. I don't mind, but seeing as I'm so close, I thought I'd let everybody know, that's what my intentions are, just to give a little something back, um, as a thank you, for the support you guys have given me, because, I probably wouldn't be back on here, if it weren't for you guys, that like to listen to the content, that I've been creating lately. Some may say it's a bit controversial, but that's the way I want to put my foot forward. It's still all positive. Criticatcher, you have never ridden Sugar. Yeah, I mean, it's not about, I don't want to have like 5K subs because my channel is based on drama. I'd rather work for every view, and for every sub that I get. Because it makes me feel better then. Because at the end of 6 months, I can say, well, I've achieved this. Through the hard efforts that I've put in. Um, and the content, that I've been creating and producing for you guys, and that makes me feel a lot better in myself because it feels I've achieved something. I've already achieved something by people, accepting my mistakes, and I've owned my mistakes. Um, and all I ask is people to judge me on my comeback. Not to judge me for the errors that I've made, but to judge me on the return and lessons learned, from my mistakes. That's how I want people to judge me. Um, and I think that's what people are doing. I mean, there's been one or two people, that probably back in the day would never have entertained me again. But I want people, to judge me when I've fallen and the way that I pick myself back up. That's when they can make a proper judgment about me. Um, so they can see like what lessons I've actually learned, from my mistakes. I think that's a good way to judge a person, to be fair with you, and probably it's a fair way to. But I certainly won't be making any errors that I've made in the past. That's for sure. But anybody out there, I think the link's there if anybody wants to jump on. I don't know if Cole's still about. No, I think Cole Warts has disappeared. But yeah, I was hoping he'd pop on for 5 minutes. OTT, are you British? Yeah. I was born in London. But I'm now living in Telford, which is in Shropshire, UK. I'll jump on, see me backstage, and hide my face. Yeah, you don't have to show your face, mate. Not at all. Um, I don't expect people to, come on and show their face. It's I've decided just to come on and not show me face tonight. But my mum was from Billericay, Essex. See, see, I've noticed. Funny you should say that, Essex, because I was interested at once upon a time about the Essex boys and um, who could have murdered them. That's there's a big channel on YouTube at the moment. It has been for years, all based on the Essex boy murders. Um, and it's been going on years. So many like theories, as to who was involved, and um, that was a good subject. I mean, but you know, if I could get people on that could tell the truth and you know anything about the Essex boy murders, I'd love to get them on. I know there's been a couple of channels that have had people on in relation to the Essex boy murders, but yeah, I think for the time being, no, it's not gonna be based on what people have been doing in the past. You right, Steve? Take take your face off, and I'll drop you on. Can you hear me, Steve? Hide hide your face, buddy. I can see you. I don't want to drop you on, and I don't want your face to go on camera if you don't want to. Can you hear me, Steve? Well, I did have Stevie Boy in the background there, but I couldn't hear him, and I didn't want to put Stevie Boy on. Um, with his face appearing if he didn't want to, go on with his face showing. But I put the link back out, Steve. But I couldn't hear you. I could see you, but I couldn't hear you. I put the link back out for you, buddy. I mean, it has been playing up one or two times, and I've had to use my earphones. But there's the link, Stevie boy, if you want to jump back on. But I mean, I won't gonna add you into the live stream if you didn't want your face on camera, buddy. I don't know if you could hear me when you was backstage, but I couldn't hear you at all. But yeah, just waiting to see if Stevie Boy's gonna jump back on. But yeah, I mean, um, like tonight there was somebody that got arrested um, because they went on an invite um, from a certain somebody, and when they went down to their house, that certain individual got the person arrested, and if he didn't want the person to turn up, then he shouldn't have given out an invite. And how stupid can you get to give an invite to your parents' house? Critter catcher. Okay, I'm across the pond in America. What part of America? Are you over by where Cole Warts and James Gipe is? You anywhere near their location over there across the pond? Pardon me, people. Yeah, I mean, if so, I mean, I'm on James's channel, as often as I can, and Cole Warts. No, don't know them. I'm in North Carolina. I mean, if you ever get a chance to, Critter Catcher, I mean, there's a channel called James, Gipe, James, and then Gipe. I mean, his channel is brilliant because he helps people like to grow. He puts all the links out, and all you've got to do is like and share his live stream. And what he does, he puts your links out there, and um, his channel's based on helping people, to go on their subscriber. And Cole Warts, sorry, um, he does the same. Two brilliant guys from across the pond. Um, that there to help people grow, and obviously, for them to grow at the same time. They're two great channels to join if you're wanting to build and grow your channel steadily. Um, Two great guys as well. I mean, I was hoping Cole Warts was gonna, jump on for 5 minutes tonight, but maybe his internet wasn't um, too good tonight. I don't know, but I'll have to catch up with Cole tomorrow. Yeah, I met Cole through another channel. I'm not really trying to grow, but just like to support certain people. Um, yeah, that's like myself, I mean, it obviously like to grow my channel. I mean, but to put out content, that people are actually interested in, watching. That's what my channel's about, and getting messages out there. I mean, I even had Brian Cockrell's wife on, Emma Cockrell. She come on to tell her story, and it was, it wasn't good about what's happened to her in her life, but I was glad, that she gave me the opportunity to, get her story out there, for the awareness, for other females. And it was nice that she could confide in me enough, to open up, and find the courage, to tell her story. You should check out Wandering Hippie in America. He gets a lot of Brits in there and a variety of guests. I will do. I will do. Critter Catcher. I'll certainly have a look for that channel, Wandering Hippie. When I finish this live, I'll pop on over and see what their channel is all about. Um, because I do like visiting, different channels and supporting different channels, in any way that I can. And sometimes you got to find these little channels like that to find the content, um, you know, as opposed to just sticking to like a handful of channels. I do like to view other people's work. He has a lot of live panels. Grand. I'll definitely check that one out. Definitely. Um, it's not often, to be fair, that I'll go on somebody else's panel. I mean, there's probably two channels, within the UK that I'll pop onto their panel, every now and again. Because I'll pick my opportunities, to be fair with you, because some panels, um, I'll jump on and, everything's calm and, collective, and, the next minute, there's two people beefing at each other, and, that's when I jump off then, and I save it for another day, as they say. But yeah, there's one or two panels I jump on. Um, I pick and choose, what panels I do go on. But I mean, the panels I do go on, they're all supportive of my channel, and likewise, I'm supportive of their channel. He doesn't care. Here are 4 or 5 people. Yeah, he gets a little drama, but does not promote it. Yeah, I mean, they're the best panels, I mean, to get on. Um, where there's like 4, 5, 6 of you. Um, but what I find sometimes it's like, it gets overcrowded, and you get everybody talking over the top of everybody, and um, every now and again, um, there will be flare ups, between people. But what I have noticed, to be honest with you, from you know some channels from stateside, they seem to be a lot more different to some of the panels over here. Um, they're more calmer over stateside. Where one person will talk and then you know somebody else will talk. There's not so much talking over. I've noticed from some of the panels over there on the stateside, and I think that's what we need to adapt over here. With some of there's a couple of channels here that do regular panels. An excellent channel, Exposure TV. He gets different guests on every single night. I mean, you got your regulars, um, and even sometimes that can turn into catastrophe. I mean, but you know, it always ends up as a laugh and a joke. I mean, at the end of the night, um, and then there's another channel, that does regular panels, and they have their regulars too, which is a channel called the Cesspit. I don't know too much about that one. I mean, um, Exposure TV is one that I choose, to go on every now and again, just to show my support, because it is a brilliant channel and it does bring you, up to date news on stuff what's going on in the YouTube community. But I mean, going back about a month or so ago, I mean, I couldn't do a live because I couldn't find myself, to sit talking into a mic, and just talking to the screen, even though I know, there's people there in the chat. It was hard for me to keep a conversation going for more than about 10 or 15 minutes, and, I'll get tongue tied, or, I won't know what to say next. So, again, this is something of experience, for me, and the more I do, the more my confidence will build. Sometimes it's hard just looking at the screen and talking. I mean, um, that's why I was hoping Stevie Boy would have jumped on, and we could have had a good chin wag for about 5 or 10 minutes. But I'm not sure if his internet's gone down. But he was backstage, and I didn't want to put him live with his face showing if he didn't want his face like shown, and I couldn't hear what he was saying. I was hoping he would have jumped off and jumped back on, and get him in for 5 or 10 minutes. But the link's out there if anybody wants to jump on for 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, so what's it like? What's it like over there, where you are, critter catcher? What's it like over there in your state? I've never been across the pond. Um, my parents and friends of mine, they've holidayed over there, in America. That's somewhere I've always wanted to, spend a week or two over there stateside. It's got to be a lot different living out there than what it is like living over here in the UK. Um, Hello, I just joined. can't sleep right now. The neighbours woke me up. Oh dear. Don't sound too good. Links out there if anybody wants to jump on. I like it. I'm in the southeast of the country, fairly warm, and I'm in rural North Carolina. Nice. Carolina, sounds like a good state actually. I mean, North Carolina. I'm sure I've got an app on my phone, which is a police scanner, but I can only listen to the police forces outside of the UK. I can pick up all America, Chicago, and North Carolina, and a load of areas like that. I mean, no, it's fine. They just came in. The noise from them was immense. They had a good night, I think. Probably come back. Sounds like they come back tanked up. We don't get that round here. It's really quiet round here. Um, it's mainly old age pensioners, so we never get that problem. But Brian, PC, whereabouts you from? You up the north end, up Newcastle way, somewhere up by there. I guess. Yep, here too quiet as a mouse usually. Bit windy. That's it. Scotland, lovely. Yep. I bet it's getting. I bet it's getting a bit chilly up that end, isn't it? I mean, coming up close to Christmas. Do you suffer from Ayrshire and Edinburgh? I bet the weather takes a turn for the worst round about this time of year, doesn't it? Up that end. A bit cold tonight, the usual weather. That's cool. I mean, I don't think I've spoke to you much, have I? I mean, I've seen you bouncing around on Tony Burkett's channel, but I haven't seen much of you. Like around the YouTube community. Um, to be fair with you, but Scotland, there's some nice views up there. Got a lot better views in Scotland than what you have down here. A lot of nice views from what I've seen. Um, up there in Scotland, some beautiful scenery. I've spoken on a few channels. Yeah, I've spoken on a few channels. Ron Swanson. That name rings a bell. Matt Taylor. Name don't ring a bell. Older like yourself. Yeah, I'm 50. I am. Um, you don't hear much of Ron Swanson anymore. Ron had 100K followers. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened to him. I mean, there was a lot of drama. I think back, back towards the last back end of last year. I do remember that name, Ron Swanson. Um, I think some sort of drama or whatnot. I mean, but nobody's heard of him this side of Christmas. I mod a few channels. I give away PCs online. Ron was on Sean Atwood's. Oh, you're the gentleman that gives away the PCs over on Tony Burkett's channel. I mean, that's a nice gesture. For what you do over there on his channel. Um, giving away PCs. Wow. I mean, they don't come cheap anymore, and um, to just give them away off the freeness you are. I mean, that's brilliant. That is what I've seen you doing. Um, over on uh, Tony's channel. That's good. That is. Not many people give PCs away. Years ago, that is. Yeah, that's me. Not just there though. It's my hobby. Puts a smile on people's faces. I bet it does. I mean, because that's not cheap. PCs aren't cheap nowadays. The average person would give away, maybe a £10 voucher in a raffle or you know something like that. I mean, but to go to the extent of actually giving away a PC. I mean, I'll take me out off to you. I mean, I have seen it over on Tony's channel a few times where he's given away a couple of PCs, either in a raffle or whatnot. Um, I think that's a kind gesture of you, and it just shows how good your heart is, towards to do something like that. I mean, it's not what your average Joe would do. All this horrid stuff going on, it helps brighten up people's day. I agree. I mean, there's a lot of bullshit and drama going off on YouTube, and in the YouTube community at the moment, and um, but to go to the extent of giving away a PC. I mean, but if it's gonna of course, it's gonna put a smile on anyone's face if they got something for free. I mean, but to get a free PC, wow, I can only take me hat off to you for being able to be in a position, to be able to do that. And like I say, to put a smile on somebody's face, that's something brilliant that you're doing. And I mean, also it helps somebody who not necessarily could afford one, but would like something like that, but they can't afford for one reason or another, to have a PC to access the internet. I think that's grand what you're doing now. I think that's one more step than what any other person would do. To be fair with you, TNT Balls. Hey host, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Welcome over to Official Topic Talk. I was not always able to do this. No, I mean that's understandable. If it's a company, that you're running, if you give something away from that, that could be the difference between, you know, your company staying afloat and your company going under. But, No, I think that's something brilliant. Let's just chuck a few channel links out there. Evening, Brian. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Just chuck the link out there and see if anybody wants to jump on for 5 minutes. There's a link in case anybody wants to jump on for 5 minutes. It's quiet tonight, yeah. I think people might be getting their head down, probably ready for work in the morning. But yeah, that's why I thought I'd jump on for a little bit. I was meant to have gone live, done a live like this morning, but I didn't get round to doing that. But yeah, if you get a chance to, guys, I've put the links out for Brian PC and TNT Balls, and Brian Cockrell's links are all out there if you wanna sub to each other, guys. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, I've not been too bad, Brian. I was just saying to people that all this bullshit drama that's going on the YouTube community, it's not too good. But um, just to let everybody else know, I'm coming up close to the 2K subs mark. And what I've decided to do was to do a giveaway when I reach the 2K subs. Just to show my appreciation back to like you guys that have supported me and supported the channel. Over the past couple of months. So it's just a little gesture, little bit of a little fun thing to do. Whether it's in 6 months' time or 3 months' time, that's what I want to do. A 2K subs giveaway. But give Brian Cockrell a sub, guys. He's a really, really, really good friend. I'd even go as close to say, he's my brother. He's my brother for life. And I'll help and support Brian and Emma, as much as I can. And, Brian's been going through the mill a bit, over the past at least 18 months, I'd say, with, another horrid character, off YouTube. Um, and I don't like the way that this certain individual, have been treating Brian and his wife, um, for at least 18 months. Um, the guy's horrid. He's a thief. He's disgusting. If I was to sit here and tell you guys, what Brian's been through, I mean, it'd probably take me a month to explain to you all because, um, it's really, really, really bad. And if you pop over, when you get a chance to, I've done a um, live interview with Brian, and I've also done an interview with Ronan Holden official. As regards to this matter regarding this certain individual. So instead of me, having to repeat live, it's all in a couple of videos, which is on my channel, and you'll get to find out exactly what this individual's put Brian and his wife through, and um, I'm in support, of Brian. Very good, very good, very good, but dangerous man. He's a gentleman, and I'm proud, to be able to call him my brother. Yeah, I saw the interviews and chats, and they were good. Um, maybe I'll do a live over the next couple of days, and maybe I'll explain it to you guys. But I mean, everything's documented in interviews I've done, and it's not only Brian that this character's done it to. He's done it to like 20 other people. Um, I've done an interview with Terry Dicko, and I found the extent that this horrid individual's even done the same to Terry Dicko, and he's done it to 20 other people as well. It's disgusting. I guess a lot of people have trouble sleeping in this day and age. We'll see. I think so. I feel same, Steve. Family now. Yes, brother. Definitely for life. For life. I'm just astounded to what I know now. And everything that's ever spoken on my live interviews with guests, it's been fact checked. There's evidence out there, for what we talk about. And this individual, I mean, he's the worst I think that I've ever come across. I will donate some stuff for your giveaway. I mean, but I was only gonna do something like, get a £10. I was gonna get a like £10 Amazon gift voucher, or just something I can, um, show my appreciation to, each and every one that supported me, on my comeback journey from the past like couple of months. Um, I usually catch up on the videos. Yeah, I do believe me and Ronan are doing a couple of. Oh, by the way, Bri, I mean, I'm looking forward to the podcast that he done with Ronan. I think he's releasing that Sunday. I think so. I'll be tuning in to listen to that. Um, yeah, really interested to listen to yours and Ronan's podcast. and all sorts of books and security signs. You don't have to, Bri. I mean, it's a nice gesture. Thank you. Good to see you do better Brian C and official topic talks. Yeah, I mean, I've had to do a lot of proving, not only to myself, but to a lot of people in the YouTube community. And what I say to people is judge me on how I'm coming back now from the mistakes and errors that I've made. I'd wish people to judge me on, how I am now, in the direction that my channel is going in. If people were to judge me, then it's how I'm coming back and what lessons that I've learned, from my past errors and mistakes. And um, this is what I ask people to judge me on. Because I've got no way I'm going back. I'm only going forwards now, and improving every day. I improve on me interview techniques. I improve on the content, that I'm bringing out, and improve on, guests, and interviewing people is like something new to me. Um, so I'm only going to get better as I go along. Thank you, Brian. PC Brian. What is best type of computer for just doing our lives, etc.? Steve, we all make mistakes. That's true. That's true, Brian. I mean, and all I've ever done is just ask people to judge me on, my comeback from what I've learned, from my mistakes. And this is what people get. And hopefully, there'll be one or two more people, coming across. Morning, Cold Warts. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Nobody has the right to truly judge you, only God. Paul C, you're you're absolutely correct there. The only thing I fear is God. I'm a God fearing man. Paul C, spot on. Big up the Snugster 101. Cole Waltz, do you want to drop your link in the chat, buddy? Everybody get a second. Give a sub to Cole Waltz. Brilliant guy. And Brian, I've just sent you a little gift, buddy. I'll give you a spanner, brother. I was meant to have done that before, but this was the first opportunity that I had to drop you a spanner, Bri. Hit the likes button, guys, and subscribe. Don't forget to share. Thanks. Can I hit the fake one over head with it. Of course you can. You've got the power. Brian, you've got the power to extinguish any fake authors. Um, no false authors allowed in this channel. No fake authors allowed in this trouble channel, guys. Brian, what we can do, we can pour some holy water on him, and that's what he needs. He needs motherfucking Jesus in his life. Tim Foyle needs motherfucking Jesus in his life. Hose him down with holy water. Tim Foyle, he needs motherfucking Jesus in his world. Maybe someone's going to hold him down one day, and put some holy water over on him, and that might just change him. See, it's hard to get decent mods, because it's got to be, it's got to be somebody that you trust. A streaming PC. So since you asked me, I can say a quad core plus 16 gig of RAM and over will do it. But like anything, it is all about the budget. What do you want to do with it? An editing PC with a camera. Links there, guys, if anybody wants to jump on for 5 minutes. It is about what is inside PC, motherboard, RAM and CPU, and of course cooling the CPU. No good with any editing. Brian can just about switch them on. Oh, I tell you what. To be fair with you, I mean, I've never been into game consoles. I mean, the nearest thing to an old game console that I've ever used, I remember I had a Spectrum 48K, the rubber key computer, and from all the way back then till now, I've never really sat down and played on a games console or anything like that. They've never really interested me. I mean, but um, I use my PC to run my CCTV system, and I use my laptop to morning, Alec. Hope you're good, buddy. Yeah, that's the real. Got a little gift for you, Alec. There we go, buddy. Just give me a little present. Let's let's drop Alex's link in the chat, guys. There we go. Just drop in Alex's link. Give AC coming back to life a sub, guys. Really, 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 really good guy. Pure gentleman in every sense of the word. And these are two of the people I can honestly say I trust my life with, and that's Alex and Brian Cockerill. And it'd be hard for me to say that about many people online. But these are the couple of guys that I can say I can trust with my life. So Alex's links in the chat section there, guys. If you don't mind to pop on over, give Alex AC coming back to life a subscribe, people, because um, the videos and the messages that are sent via his videos and lives, is very, very powerful. And if anyone can, even if you take a sentence, or a paragraph, out of Alex's lives when he has these chats and incorporate it into your world, and it helps to change, your life, your world, your situation, then Alex is happy for that. Ray for knowledge as well. I mean, just pop on over to AC coming back to life, and look through his videos, and they're amazing people. He's got such a strong message, to send out to people. And there's amazing scenery that Alex is doing in his videos, for therapeutical. Some of his videos are very therapeutical. I think that's the word. Because the message that he sends out. The only way close to describe is therapeutical for some people, because if you can take, like I say, even a paragraph, um, with the knowledge that he's passing via the videos he does, then that'll put a smile on his face for sure, because he knows then that it's helped one person. Thank you, Alex. Even on your videos, I do take a lot from. Thanks, AC. Emma always speaks highly of you. Is it a good message? Yes, absolutely. We'll catch up, everyone. Understand, Alex. Yeah, I mean, all you need to do is pop on over to AC Coming Back to Life, and also Brian Cockrell's channel, because Brian's got some amazing videos about his past. Um, and some of the stuff that he's got up to. From the underworld lifestyle that um, Brian used to have, and he's a totally reformed character again. He's reformed his character and turned it totally around, and he's there genuinely, to help anybody that he can. And I know it puts a smile on his face if he can help somebody. So I suggest them two channels. Definitely go over and give AC Coming Back to Life and also Brian Cockrell's channel a sub, guys. Two of the biggest gentlemen that you ever find within the YouTube community. And also if you haven't already done so, popping over to Motorsports and Buggies. If you're into your motorbikes and jet skis, and stuff like that. Um, Pop on over, give Motorsport Buggies a subscribe as well, guys. Brian, look after yourself, big fella. Hope your aches and pains aren't getting you down. Best of healing to you, and keep the focus. You can come through anything. Yep, that's very, very good words. Yeah, big up, Brian, and I'll be in contact with you behind the scenes tomorrow. Um, I'll send you a couple of messages tomorrow, buddy. Give my best to Emma, please, as well. Big up Cole Warts as well. Another good lad, Cole Warts. Very, very, very good gentleman. Do you want to jump on for 5 minutes, Cole, or are you busy at the moment? Yeah, Alex, I'll send you a message tomorrow via Instagram. I don't really want to say what I want to say over here, but yeah, I'll have a quick chat with you tomorrow, buddy. But yeah, the link's there if anybody wants to jump on. Yeah, it's a bit quiet this morning. It's 2 a.m. over here in the UK. So I think plenty of people are going to be asleep at this time. But yeah, Alex's videos. I mean, even I take a lot from Alex's videos that he does. Therapeutical because I mean up there in Scotland, I mean you got like the scenery alone up there. I mean it's completely different, to the scenery what we got. We haven't got no match, um, for the scenery what's up there in Scotland. Maybe that's where I need to take an holiday, I think. As they say, change the scenery. I'm yawning away here. I'm thinking I should go back to sleep, Steve. Yeah, no problems. And Brian PC, thanks for popping over, and you're more than welcome to, pop over whenever you like to. And again, I'd say massive big up to you for, you know, donating, PCs, um, to go to homes for people that, can't necessarily afford them. And we all know in this day and age, it's hard, with money situations and stuff. So, once again, I take my hat off to you for being in a position, to be able to do that. It's a lovely country, Scotland. The weather's a different question, though. Well, I can sacrifice a bit of cold, to come up there and see them sceneries because, you don't get to see stuff up there, the sceneries of the countryside and, the cliffs and the water and, um, there's nothing to match in down here in England compared to Scotland. Okay, be well, folks. Yeah, cheers, Brian PC. You're welcome. You're welcome anytime, sir. And thanks for popping over. Yep, it's hard to watch, folks. Get so upset online, to be fair. So it just brightens up their day a bit. Okay, catch you later, Steve, folks. Be well. Big up Brian PC's links in the chat. Pop one over and give his channel a sub. Right, guys, I'm gonna go and have a quick fag. So I'll be back. I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Just having a quick fag. Right, I'm back, guys. Had me fag break. Not many people there, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to shut down for the night. So hope you all have a good morning, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Ta-da.